Welcome back, my friends. Today we are continuing on with our quest to figure out when our cases are going to fail for the 38 special. We're obviously way far away from that happening, but here we came back with our 6.2 grains of silhouette. We're going to bump that up and see what we can do with that today. Here was our previous target at roughly 12 yards. We ran a few over the chronograph, average of 650 velocity, with the 358 125 weighing roughly 132 grains. We were using the CCI number 500 small pistol primers. So this was my first time using silhouette, and this was quite a bit of unburnt powder. Now this case is one of the worst offenders, but there were a few that felt very light on the recoil, like it was a lower charge or something, which is possible since we're using a progressive press, but I think there were 2 or 3 of them that kind of felt like a little bit less recoil, and they were a lot dirtier than the others, like this one. And you can even see some unburnt powder here, still stuck up in the revolver. There's a little bit down in there as well. So far silhouette seems pretty dirty and not very clean burning, but we're gonna kick it up, hopefully gain some more pressure, and that'll allow it to burn before breaking that seal, pushing the bullet through the barrel. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna keep kicking it up a little bit at a time. Our max charge is all the way up at 7.1 grains, so we're still gonna be a little over a half grain away from that, so we can still come back and bring it up a little bit at a time as we go. So anyways, let's get over to the press. Let's start loading them up. So you'll notice we've only got about 15 cases left. That's because I've been cheating on you guys, and I started a little bit before we fired up the camera. But don't worry, I won't leave you out for much longer. Press is running smooth. We're still set up from the very last time we loaded these. I didn't even take the powder out of the measure. Whoopsie. But we're just running nice and smoothly. Gotta make sure to get our buzzer free there from the... These primer pockets still feel just brand new. Super tight. Not an issue there at all with any of them. And you know, they should have all had the same charges, so they should all either stretch, you know, at the same time or not. Some of you guys might look in the background here and see some of the new stay ball match powder. We are checking that out with some 308, doing a couple different loads with that, so stick around or search the channel for that depending on when you see this. I'm not sure which video will be out first, or you know, at what point in time you'll see this. But we're going to be doing lots of 308 and 223 with the new stay ball match powder. It's supposed to be, you know, temperature sensitive, roughly the same burn rate as Varget, which is great for most of your mid-range to heavy bullets. For most of those cartridges, similar to 223 and 308. I think they said there's data for like lighter Creedmoor bullets. 6.5 Creedmoor, 6 Creedmoor, 6 Dashers, so on and so forth. Because for them, it's on the faster burning side. And then eventually you would just switch to 6.5 stay ball. But they just made the stay ball match. Sorry, they made the HD as well. And that's for your big dick magnums. Your 7 Rem Mag, your PRCs. I guess the new 7 PRC, 6.5 PRC. 300 PRC, all your Win Mags. It's supposedly the burn rate of Retumbo, but again, it's a ball powder, so it, you know, you can run it progressively or just faster through your measures. Also, the temperature, stability, and so on and so forth. I think they said it's got a copper fouling reducer, much like your CFE 223 or CFE pistol. So if you're doing high volume, they say that's less cleaning between each round, or you know, between more shots between cleanings. Ha! There we go. 2 more here, and then we'll take you out to the range. I shot my chronograph last episode, so we won't be able to get any data for that this time. However, apparently I can send it in to the company and they'll replace it for half price of retail. So it's probably my best bet because I did like the unit. I just shot it. Whoopsie. All right, last one. That primer was good. Spot check for powder. Very nice. Okay, and then just one more. Hey, how do I have a primer left? That worries me, and I just dumped powder like an idiot. Interesting. I've got a primer left. That's scary. Well, shit. Just dumped my powder out. I just lost my detent. We have an extra primer. Oh, there's my case down here. Wow. What an idiot. Okay, my detent's stuck. Let go, please. Okay. Okay, we're good. Reset. All good. Make sure our powder is dumped. Okay, no extra primer. Here's our 50th case. Okay, well that was embarrassing. There's our final primer. Seats with ease. Yes, very nice. And I got a bunch of powder gunked up under my shell plate. We'll clean that up here in a minute. Wow. What a dummy. Okay, no more primers. Now we look like we're supposed to. Last bullet. Sending them home. Crimp. And we're done. Okay. I got a mess to clean up here. Finally, we're all done after that little embarrassment there, but let's get out to the range, test our 6.5 grains of the Ramshot Silhouette. Stay tuned. Okay guys, interesting development as I was putting these into the ammo box. Check this out. We have a split case here already. So that was the 4th firing. And we've got a split case. Well, that sucks. I guess we'll have to pull that one. We'll go ahead and highlight all that. And just to keep track, 4. All right, we'll mark this one to not freaking shoot. Also strange that it was down here in the body of the case, not up around the neck, or rather the mouth, where it gets expanded and crimped every single time. So I don't know what happened there. We'll keep an eye out and keep going with the rest. And we're back from the range, and we are up to 5 firings there on the brass. Once again, that was 6.5 grains of Ramshot Silhouette. And I moved up to 7 yards because obviously I suck any further out than that. And even this isn't really that great, but it's a whole lot better, you know, if I take my time and aim and all that fun stuff. It was a pretty nice day. It was almost 60 degrees. We had a pretty good wind coming across from my right to my left, so that was kind of blowing me around and all the excuses. But anyways, I thought we did pretty good here. I do not have any chronograph data because if you remember, we shot through it in the last video, so no more chronograph here at the dummy round compound. Apparently I can ship that back to the manufacturer and they'll replace it for half of the cost of a new one at market value. So whatever that means, I'll probably get on that train here soon. But until then, some pretty decent shooting here. We did 49 shots. That's because, remember this guy here? We got a nice split. I was not going to shoot that one, so we're just going to keep him there and keep working through the rest of these until we get maybe 10 failures or something. I don't know. I think this could have been a fluke or something weird. This, now that I think back, you know, one of those loads that had a lot of unburnt powder, maybe the position in the case really makes a difference, and there was some kind of like secondary pressure wave or something that split here before the bullet even left the case or something. I don't really know, but yeah, I'm not going to fire this one. It's obviously trash, but we'll keep it here for science. Nice drive-by with our primers here. They're still fairly rounded. Actually, they're like 99% rounded, just barely starting to flatten over the top, I guess. Anyways, no pressure signs there. I didn't see any other cracks. I was inspecting them as we go, but we still don't have a 100% powder burn. You can see a couple granules down in here, but there were a few worse than others. Hard to tell how clean that is since we've been fired 5 times now, but we didn't have any blow-by. It sealed up nicely. So we're finally getting to a nice level of pressure where it's actually getting that 100% burn, or we're getting right there at least. So we're going to continue to move up a little bit. I need to go back to our data, but I'm pretty sure we can go up to almost 7.1 or 2 grains or something. So we still have some room. And I've still got some of these bullets on hand as well. So here's one with some extra unburnt powder. Kind of strange how that happens to some but not others. I don't know. Maybe difference in case length gave it more or less of a crimp. So with less crimp, you know, it's not getting quite a full burn before the bullet heads out the barrel. And then you have some unburnt powder left over because we didn't reach the same amount of pressure due to an inferior crimp. Yeah, so we're getting close to that full burn anyways, so pretty cool there. We have room to move up, no excessive pressures. We did have the one weird split, but I think we're going to go from 6.5 up to 6.7 on this next one. So there we go, folks. That's going to wrap it up for this time, and we're now at 5 firings on the brass, the one weird failure. We're going to keep on moving on. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you in the next one.